This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, just a recap. Yesterday, what we discussed, guys, we have discussed about the page layout, and also we have discussed about replace the pick list field value and these kind of things. And page layout, yeah. One more, yeah. Yesterday, so I have showed you the page layout related to custom object, right? Now you can just see about the standard object page layout. Okay, so let's see continuous part accounts. Go to any standard object and how to go to object, go to view object, and now let's go down here under build customize. Okay, so accounts, you can see here fields. Where is the page layout? Let's see, come 1 2 3, this is the page layout section, so click on it. So these are the account page layouts. So many page layouts you are viewing. Okay, so what is the exact our page layout? Which page layout you are viewing? Let's see, go to accounts and create a new record. What is this page layout? Okay, among these page layouts, what is that page layout? How could I know? So many page layouts are there, they have created. Yes, you can create more than one page layout for one object, but which page layout you are viewing, how could you know? So for that one, simply you can go here, edit layout option is there. Simply on that record you can click on edit layout. And what is the page layout? This one, account page layout. And if you click on this one, how many page layouts are there? Account marketing, account sales, account support. So totally 4 page layouts are there. Okay, and account, so you are viewing account page layout, remember that one. So this is how. So why I am saying is, in real time, suppose if you are creating a record and you want to know which page layout you are viewing, so that is how you can check it, which page layout you are viewing, that is how you can check it. Okay, that is one. And now you might have a question, sir. So now you said this is one page layout, that's we are viewing, good, nice. But what about these 3 page layouts? If user wants to see these 3 page layouts, how can they see? So okay, for that question the answer is, by using record types they can view these page layouts. Okay, by using record types they can view these page layouts. So that topic is a different one, going forward you will see, don't worry. Okay, next. Okay, for standard, and if you want you can create a custom page layout. So again, a new page layout on any object, whether on a standard object or on a custom object. So let's see, sample account. Okay, sample account is the page layout. Now I want to clone that page layout from account page layout, or account marketing layout, account sales layout. See, these are the 3 existing page layouts. Cloning, you know meaning of cloning, right? Record, a old record will be copied to the new record, and wherever changes, if you want, you can make those changes. That is called record cloning. Same way, so this one, layout cloning. What is the benefit of the layout cloning? So layout can control the fields, like where you want to place the fields you can place it, and hide the fields, hide it, remove the fields, remove it, add the sections, blank spaces. Okay, made the fields required, all these kind of things are available so in the page layout. Okay, and those things will be cloned. Suppose let's say account sales layout I have cloned, so let's save it. Okay, sample account, a new page layout I have created on the standard object. Okay, and you can see this one, this is the page layout section, account detail, these buttons, and you can see here all these kind of from where I have cloned this one, account sales or support. So from that page layout I have cloned, and after that if you want you can make changes, anything like this. You want to remove it, or if you directly remove it, no problem. If you want to remove it, expand it, and simply it drag and drop like this, you can do it. and now you can see here it is a active. Okay, so you can edit it, and on the page layout we made it as active. Okay, on a page layout, if you want you can uncheck it, so do it. And for other fields, right, you can see here, so red and blue stars will be there. Okay, for other fields, red and blue star, so that is a required field, and only blue star also there, that is a required also. Okay, only blue star, you can't remove it. Okay? That is given by Salesforce, not by us. Only red is there, right? Those you can remove it, edit it. Who made it? Salesforce only made it, all these kind of things. I have not made it anything. Okay, by default Salesforce has made these fields are required. Okay, that I have used, I'm just using, that's it. So this is how you can create your own custom page layout. And so go to page layout list, you can go there, and this is the page layout which you have created. But if you want to create a new record, you cannot use that page layout. This is what page layout, this is account page layout and not a sample account page layout. And how the user so can create a record with this page layout, so with record types you can do it, that is a separate topic that we will see later. And as an assignment, what you need to do on standard object, create, okay, so one page layout for each above mentioned objects. Okay, you can remember that objects, guys, always. So what are these objects? Accounts, contacts, opportunities, leads. Okay, you can please remember all these objects. If I have given assignments, you need to work on the standard objects. I have not shared the document, I will share. Okay, these assignments, from this only you can find it. In class itself I will give assignments, whatever assignments in the note. Okay, you can go through the recording video, get the assignments and do it. Okay, for that one you don't need any document, simply I am writing here, right? Yeah, just pass it and get it. See, in live itself, whatever assignments I get in my mind, right, directly I will give that assignments, I don't even note it down those also. It's like a dynamic, sudden, whatever thoughts I have in my brain, right, directly I can give that, so in the class itself. Okay, next, on students also, if you want you can create, so I mean one page layout, that's all about the page layout stuff. So from this one, what you understand, you can create your own custom page layouts on standard objects and custom objects. Next, very important topic, guys, lookup relationship. Okay, lookup relationship. So okay, sorry, not lookup and whatever it may be, remove it. Relationships, topic is relationships, very important topic. Okay, once everyone, if you understand this relationships topics, the whole Salesforce, you are going to work with that one, right? You can easily understand, I mean to say, related to objects. Okay, so come to our forget about the technical things, like forget about Salesforce or anything. In general, in our human being livings, right, what are the relationships we know generally? Like relatives are there, they are calling, right, and friends are there, families are there, parents are there, children are there, different kind of relationships are there. Now we are going to talking about the parent. Okay, parents and children's. So yeah, in our life, right, we know parents and children's relationships, right? So let's see, how can we, so let's see, one parent is I can consider one parent means one mother, one father, one mother and father. Mother plus father is equal to one parent or parent. That's it. Okay, mother or father is nothing but parent. And now, so see here, parent means one parent. Okay, parent, better one. Okay, so one parent can have either 0 children or many children. Am I right? Olden days 7 children, 8 children, so I mean, right? Nowadays 1 or 2 like that. These are all children. I'm talking about the human lives here. Okay, child one, whether it is a boy, whether he is a boy or whether she is a girl, whatever it may be, child one, child two, child three, like that. Child two, child three, child four. Okay, so for one parent means one mother and father is nothing but one parent and children. So see how the children are represented. They are represented with mother and father only, right? Okay, so same way, like for other parent, this is one parent, I mean, okay, one family, and for other family might be 0 children also might be there. Am I right? Take other family. Okay, take another family. Parent to another parent. Okay, another parent. So they might not have any children, 0 children. Okay, no childs. That's it. Okay, so for one family might be 4 children, another family might be no children, another family might be 1 children, 0, like that. Okay, so now you can see here, if parent, these children are represented with I mean represented by parents only. Okay, understand it? So this is the human being relationship that we know. So now why I am telling is, in Salesforce also we have parent.
Sir, no voice.
Sir, voice is not audible, sir.
Sir, no voice.
Sorry. Actually, I lost internet connection. I connected with another network. Okay. So now you can hear me, right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
So now let's see, guys. Okay, started recording. Good. Okay, so why I am telling is in real time also you can see same kind of relationships in Salesforce also. That is the reason I am teaching this topic. Okay. So like Salesforce one parent record, so can have zero child records or another no child records. I mean, and also like more than one child record like that. Okay, and how to create a relationships and how to work with that one. That's what we are going to see in today class. So very important topic. Okay, good. Let's see. Here is Excel sheet. Now let me give the business requirement. Okay. So our user story is so let's talk about the business. What we are thinking is like let's see. You can imagine, guys. So so many years has gone. So like the VLR Institute, right? So they have established like a few years back itself, and from past few years, right? They are using a Salesforce application only, and so that means see thousands of students have trained so from this institute, and so they went. Okay, so they have joined, right? So thousands of institutes, students means, see now receptions want to see. So generally how can they segregate all the students, thousands of students, right? How can they segregate it? How? So simply they can go here and they cannot like this, right? They cannot search it like that. It's not correct, right? Suppose a few people have not paid the fees, half amount only they paid, and they came to receptionist and they're asking the receptionist, so this is my name and I'm going to pay the remaining amount like that. Okay, and now how the reception wants to identify the student name, so to enter his data or her data. So here global search is there, right? Okay, they can search it like this, data. So this is a global search means is so to search only data. Data means records. So now you understand, right? Records means on standard objects and custom objects, whatever records you have created, those are called data or records. Okay, here like this you can search it, but it is not a right approach, because see every time so 10 swatis are there and 100 swatis are there in that institute. Okay, so they might get confused about all these kind of things. That is a one use case. And another use case is like business people, so like managers, management, VLR management. So they want to see how much budget cost, so we have spent for one particular batch, and what is the revenue generating for a particular batch. See here, let me different use cases. Real time business requirements I am giving, guys. Okay, to check how much revenue generated from each batch for each course. Okay, each batch, each course, and how many students joined for each batch and each course. So that means what? They want to add the students in a batch wise, simply like that only, right? If you go to offline, even now also you can see this is our batch, 11th batch. Am I right? Course is Salesforce, but our batch is 11th batch. So now what we need to do, we need to design in a way that okay, So each student can be assigned to that batch only in Salesforce. So let's see here, you are seeing so many students. I have so just added only few dummy. Guys, mute yourself. Okay, so dummy data only I have added, but in real time, in real world, thousands of student records are there. Okay, and it's not a right approach to see like this all the students. So what is the correct approach? They want to see, so batch wise, they want to see for batch, this batch, so how many students are there for this batch, for this course, how many students are there, those count. So they want to see all the students with respect to batch. Okay, understand it? So like let me show you now. This is suppose take example one account record. Thinking that this is account record. Okay, account record, this is another object. Another object. Okay, now let's see what I am going to do is like what business wants is like think this is a batch. Okay, suppose 11th batch, these are the batch. Okay, 11th batch fields, and if they open this batch and they can see all batch details, and also they want to see the students like this. These are students, and so how many students are there for that batch they want. So that is called segregation. Okay, separation. So they can easily segregate the students by using the batch. Clear? Does the business requirement is clear, guys? So business are thinking like this. Okay, now what they want now, so business thought like this, right? With the thoughts, so they discussed with product owner. Business means VLR business. From VLR, so VLR training. Business means VLR training. Okay, that is the business. So now you are working in any company, Accenture or like that. Now who will take care? Product owner, RBA, business analyst. So from your company, so in your team, yes. See, that's what I said right already. So where are you? Global search is for records data only. That's I mentioned, right? Yeah. Okay. So product owner or business analyst, he will create user stories. So creates user stories. I'm slowly injecting real-time things, guys. Okay. User stories. User stories means this user story, like one story one. So this is the requirement. Story two, another is a requirement. But they can elaborate. They can more elaborate. Okay, so that you can easily understand. And what you need to do is, if a product owner created that user story, okay, let's see, from business, product owner discussed, and it is a tool. Take this is a tool, Jira tool. As of now, you don't know, right? So I have already showed you in that project explanation class. I have showed you. Don't worry. Here they will write user story one, user story two, user story three, like this. Okay, so like this. So who will write? Product owner will write. Product owner will create all these user stories. Okay, all these user stories, and once he created, right, as a developer you need to work on it. Who will work on it? Developers or administrators work on it. Okay, implement, we need to do implementation. Once you have implemented, so who will test it? Testing team will test it. A separate team is there, QA team. Generally some people are calling QA team like that also, or a testing team, so they can do testings. And once everything is completed, then it went to live. Once everything is completed, it went to live. Okay, that's it. So going forward, you will get to know what is live also. Live means the VLR training end business users, they are going to use in one org, right? That's called live org. That's it. Okay, this is the cycle generally will happen, guys. So slowly I'm just injecting. Okay, come to the topic now. So the user stories they have created, right? Now you need to work on it. Okay, now you need to think about the design pattern. Okay, so they have given the requirements like this, you need to implement it. Batch like this they want to see, and the students they want to see. Okay, now how you can implement it. So let me explain it with one more example. Okay, batch 11. Let's see, batch name, course, remaining fields you can batch start date, end date generally. Okay, so these are the batch fields. Batch name is Salesforce 11th batch. Course name Salesforce. Okay, batch start date, batch end date might be October mid. We can give any date, October 15th like this. Okay, another batch, not only Salesforce, right? So AWS 20th batch. Technology AWS 20th. Staff name also you can add it, no problem. Okay, different persons. Like that in institute different batches are there. Okay, each batch like this. Okay, now this is one batch Salesforce, right? Let's see. Now so business wants how for one batch, so we need to tie students with batch. Okay, we need to tie the students with batch so that everyone can easily so get that student details. Suppose one person came, and so he wants to pay the fees, and so at the same time, right, our reception can ask that person which batch you belongs to. 11th batch Salesforce, then directly she will go to the 11th batch. Under that so student details will be there, right? They can update the details directly. So that's the benefit of the, so I mean adding the batches. Okay, segregating the students along with the batches. Now this is a student name. Okay, I want to go with student names or students. Okay, simply for Salesforce might be Venu1. This is a record, Venu record, like this. Okay, so on like that. Yeah, 80, around 80 members are there. And for another batch, so on like this. For another batch, like that, so on. So these students, right, these are one record, Venu record, Jana record, like that. Each record, what you need to do is, so all these records, right, can be represented by one batch. Okay, and now let's see here. Okay, now one parent, always you can see one parent. This is what? Parent, left side. And right side, what is this one? Many childrens. So Venu, Johnny, all these are what? Many childrens. Okay, so now I can represent with one. Okay, many, many means one to many relationship. So this is called a relationship, one to many relationship. In Salesforce we have different kind of relationships actually. Okay, that I will tell you going forward. That means one parent can have many children or zero children, whatever it may becomes under many. Okay, now so how we can create a relationship between the two objects. Now this is a student object, and on the student object these are student records. Okay, and now so how can we achieve it, all these kind of things. So now our first step is, okay, so here itself I have given hint, right? So yeah, our staff is asking to store the batch details separately. So simply what we need to do, anyone can give a hint. So previous guys, please keep quiet. I mean, whoever not completed these topics, I mean, you guys, right? So you can please tell me, guys. Anyone? I want to store these details. I mean, not I. Business wants to store. Anyone can give a hint? What I need to do to store the? Create a new batch, new object. Correct. Right answer. That's it. Enough. Okay. Enough. So what I need to do first, so if the business wants to store this data, we need to create an object. Okay, first we need to create an object, name it as batch, simply. Okay, and once we created an object, so if you want to add the records, so then what we need to do, we need to create a tab to add the records. Okay, and after that, so we will give a connection between the student to batch. That's it. Okay, so these are the things we are going to do. So first create an object, go to setup, search for objects. So new custom object, I hope everybody know, right? Yeah, batch, batches, right? Batch name. Okay, so this is what field name. Okay, standard field name. So batch name you can give, or order number if you want, you can give, no problem. Okay, and now allow search. See, if you don't check this one, allow search, you can't search from global search. Remember, okay? If you don't give this one, and you can't search those batch records from global search, so you should give this one, allow search. Okay, and one more thing, directly if I want to add the tab, so what you need to do is simply you need to click on the checkbox. Okay, so if you click on the checkbox, so directly next one, right, once this is saved, right, it will take you to add a tab directly. Okay, that is another option. So if you want, you can check it. or if you don't want to go like this, right, if you want to create normally, you can go and create regularly. Okay, so regular creation, you know, right, once object is created and you can go there tab and create it. Okay, so let me show you in regular way, no problem, because few people might get confused. So this is what batch object. Okay, batch object detail page underscore underscore c is there, that is the API name, and standard fields are created by Salesforce and these things. So by default it is deployed, otherwise it will not be available. Okay, for your question, deployment status, it should be deployed. If it is deployed, then only it will be available, otherwise you can't use this object. Next, so come to let's see. Okay, I have created a batch object. Now what I need to do, I need to create the remaining fields also, right? So course name, batch start date, all these things. So forget about the course name field, later we will see. And batch start date and staff name, two fields we will create. Okay, batch start date. Let's go and create one field, just 1 to 2 fields. Okay, I don't want to go with all the fields, guys. And the date field, right? So date field means what I need to do, either I can select a date or time. Date, no problem. Select the date field and click on the next button. Okay, joining date, batch start date. Okay, and now next button. Okay, skip this one, and now you are adding this right to the page layout. By default, a page layout is created by Salesforce when you create an object, right? So now this field you are going to add to the page layout. Save it. Okay, so one field is enough for time being, guys. I will show you. Okay, now I have created a batch object, an object detail page is this one. That's it. Next step is what? So now I want to add the records. So what I need to do, if I want to add these records, I need to create a tab. That is a must. So let's go to the tabs section and click on the tabs. Okay, under custom object tabs, already for student object we have created. Click on the new for new object batch, it is available, and select any color design. Next. Okay, and next. So now you can see applications. Okay, for this which application you want to display the tab or not, so you can see here. Okay, so save it. That's it. For batches, I have created a tab. Okay, click on the batches. That's it. Now let's add the record. So let's add the records. So that's what you are seeing, right? The topic is already completed 2 days back. Yes. Without tab, object will be there. Okay, without object, tab will not be there. Again, you can go back to my previous class. Okay. So when is that? July 20th, right? Python 12th batch. Okay. So if you want to clone it and change this one. Python 12th batch and joining date it is on July 3rd. That's it. Okay, so we have created 3 records for batches. Okay, that's it. Python batch, AWS batch. Now, so as of now, we know all these kind of topics. Okay, good. What is our next agenda? Our next agenda is so for each batch, suppose business like reception goes here like this, and they want to see below all the students who are belongs to this 11th batch, like 80 members are there, 81 members are there. So those 81 member details they want to see under this batch. If they go here simply, so they can get all the student details who are belongs to this batch. Okay, so that is the requirement. Suppose, and so like 25 members joined for Python. If they've opened for Python 12th batch, they want to see all the student details under Python batch, and so that so the payments and everything batch, how much count and how much payment is done. Management also can easily so estimate that revenue generation kind of things, all forecast kind of things, money related things and everything. Okay, so they can easily estimate it, so by segregating the objects records like that. So now this is called parent. See here, one parent record and many child records. Okay, now we are going to connect with parent to child relationship. That's what, see here, this is one parent record and they want to see many child records here. Python means one Python. Okay, many students, that is called one to many relationship. Okay, so now how we can make these relationship, how we can connect it. So let's say, okay, in real time means, so if baby born means, that's how we can connect it. But in Salesforce, how can we connect? Simply, so you need to remember the steps here. What is the parent object we have decided? What is the parent object here we have decided? Batch is the parent object and students is the child object. That's what we have decided. Why we have decided student is the child and why we have decided batch is the parent? The first question few people definitely might have, even if I have explained this concept right again. So one I mentioned, right, one is nothing but a parent, many is nothing but a child. That's why here I have given one parent always can have many children. That's why, so parent means batch I have decided into a parent and student I have decided into a children's. This is a child and this is a parent. One parent means that object. Okay, for each one parent record, if they want to see many child records, that means okay, that object we can make it as a parent object. So batch object I can make it as a parent object and child object. So now many records they want to display for each parent record. Okay, so that means student records are the simply. Here we are seeing, right, what is a parent in our live also. One parent can have many children. One children cannot have many parents. See, datta తీసుకోవడం, forget about that one. The original parents I'm talking about, born, to whom they born, right, those are called parents in my prospect here. Okay, so one children cannot have many parents. Definitely they born with only one mother and one father. That's it. Okay, so parent is always one and child is always 0 to many. That's why we need to decide this is the parent and this is the child. Why I am telling again and again is, see, if you get a business requirement in real time, so while you are deciding which one is the parent object, which one is the child object, you need to remember my point. Okay, so here you can easily understand because I'm saying everything. But if you get a new requirement which I have not explained that one, so there you need to think about my points which I have given right now. Okay, that's why I keep on pressing. That much important this topic, guys. Now, so I decided child object is the student object and batch is the parent object. Okay, that's it. Next step is what? You need to create a field with, that's it. Okay, you need to create a child object with lookup data type. So you need to create a field and child object with lookup data type. So that is the next step you need to do. So go to child object. Students is the child object. Go to fields. Okay, This is the student object, remember. Okay, on this object, now I am going to create a new custom field, and this, with this help of field, okay, with the help of this field, we are going to so make this object as a child object for batch object. What is this data types? So this bottom data types are completed. Now, so this is also completed. So now you are going to see, so this one lookup relationship. Okay, so click on this lookup relationship, and now so we will see about the master details also later, but right now you can see only lookup relationship. Click on next button. Okay, in this one, so related to is nothing but the parent object. What is the parent object here? Okay, what is the parent object? Batch is the parent object. You need to select batch is the parent object. Next. Okay, that's it. Now you can see here plural label name, field label name. So batch, you can give any name, not only batch. Okay, parent batch also you can give, no problem. Okay, parent batch. It is a field, guys. That's it. Okay, it is a just field. That's it. Parent batch. Okay, and so these you can forget it. Going forward, I will explain these things again. Okay, just give the field label name. That's it. So skip this one. Next. Now add to the page layout, student page layout. That's it. Okay, that's it. Okay, and next this one, right? Right now you can skip it. Later we will see. Later we will see. Okay, done. So don't get any confused, right? So whatever I have asked you, just check it, and remaining, right, you can skip it. I will explain going forward. There you will get a clear picture. Now I have created a new field. So what is that field, guys? Lookup data type field. You can search with the lookup data type field. This is the one. Open this one, and now you can see what is the object. On student object, data type is lookup, field name is parent batch, and related to, that means parent. What is the parent object? Related to is nothing but a parent object. Batch is the parent object. Remember, okay? Batch is the parent object. Very important. That's it. So the connection is established, guys. Okay, that's it. So that's it. Connection is established, and now so simply you can go to batches, go to any batch, and you can see students here. As of now, you have not added any data here. It's okay, but so there is a tab. Okay, so students tab is there, and once you add, right, all the students from here you can add it, and it will be displayed. Just telling. Just one sample example I'm just giving, guys. So go to the batch and let me tell you. Okay, you can see here, this is the batch, right? And you can see a student is added like that. Okay, now what we have seen, let's go to, you have created a field, right? Let's go to the field. Okay, let's go to a field, edit, sorry, let's go to a record, student record, edit it. Customer name is Raja, country you can select, so courses, so this is for Python course. Okay, and so you have created one field just now. What is the field? Let me show you. First I will explain about the field, guys. Don't get any confused. Go to this field. What is the field label name? Parent batch. Okay, this is the field. One second, it is not complete. 1 second, it is not completed. Wait for some time. Okay, once this is completed, definitely I will give a chance to ask the question. It is not yet completed. So many things I need to explain. Wait. Okay, so come to the point. Now parent batch, this is okay. So this is the field which you have created just now, okay, and previously it will be like this. As of now, you have not seen this kind of option somewhere else, okay. As of now, you have not seen this kind of bulb. This is called bulb icon, okay. Bulb, right? You know bulb meaning, bulb icon, bulb icon kind. So the name is called lookup. Simply if you click on this one, so click on the bulb icon again, what data it is displaying, what data. So related to we have given the field is related to what? Batch object, parent record. So here it will display parent records only. So parent means batch is the parent. How many records are there in the batch object? Totally 3 records only there. So if you click on this one only, so parent object records only will be displayed. So if you click on this one, right, so parent object records are 3 only I have created. Suppose on the batch object, if I create a 4th record, let's see, let's create a 4th record like data science, okay, and batch start date something else, yeah, save it. So 4th record also I have created, okay. Totally in batch object I have created 4 records. So go to this one and just click on the lookup icon. Now you can see 4 records. So that means what? These are the records belongs to parent object, okay. These are the records belongs to parent object, and only one parent object you can select it. Only one parent. More one children cannot have more than one parent, right? One children cannot have more than one parent. Understand it? So select the Python. The student joined for Python. Raja joined for Python. So now you can see here they have added Python. Save it. Okay, good. Like that, go to another student. Suppose Swati. Swati joined for Salesforce. Edit this one. 1 second. Sorry, tractor is going. Now this is the field. Swati joined. Now reception. So goes down like this. Okay, Swati joined for Salesforce. So she can click on this one. Okay, she can click on this one, and now she can select Salesforce 11th batch. Suppose another batch is also going on for Salesforce. Salesforce batch. So it's going to be started. Salesforce batch. So with for Salesforce, how many batches are currently running? So currently running 12th batch, lightning 3rd batch, so 11th batch, like that, different batches are there, right? Now Swati, so like she is here, right? Now we are going to add Swati for 11th batch. She joined for 11th batch. So many batches we have created, right? This is a batch object records only. All batch object records you can see over here. So our reception can select. So she joined for 11th batch. She can select like this and save it. Okay. Now Swati. So you can see here parent batch, Salesforce 11th batch, and like that. So we can go to all existing records, and Osha, she joined for Salesforce only. And where is this one? Field parent batch. Okay, double click it and click on it. She joined for Salesforce 12th batch or Salesforce 11th batch only. So you can delete it, guys, and click on go button and Salesforce 11th batch and save it. Okay, and also go to students, go to Kumar joined for again Salesforce. Good. Parent batch 11th batch, save it. Like that, see. So our receptions can add so details like parent batch, she can select like this. Now let's go to batches. So for 11th batch, how many students are there? What are those details? If any wants to see, simply they can go to batch directly here. Okay, I have added 3 student details. Kumar, Usha, Swati. See here, 3 student details I have added. So there I have given like that, and here, so they can see like this. Simply see here, Kumar, Swati, you can see Swati, I have added like this, right? Parent batch, and it will be added under here. Okay, who has done these things? See this section and added under here. Who has done? Salesforce has done all these kind of things. But to achieve this one, what we have done? Okay, to achieve this one, to show this kind of pages, what we have done? Simply we have connected so a relation between batch object to student object. Just we have connected a relationship between the batch object to student object. Simply. So how? Only with one field. So fasak with one fasak. So same way like this, with one field we have made it everything. Simply. Okay, we have made all the student object as a child object. Student object is a child object for batch object now. So the technical code you need to call it as like a student object is a child object for batch object. Okay, so this is how you need to call, guys. Student object is a child object for batch object. Okay, batch object is a parent object for student object. Okay, so we have achieved like this, right? Go to paint. See here, what object? Batch object. Batch object. So batch object. What are the records? Simply you can see. What are the records? Salesforce 11th batch is one record. Think in that way. Okay, and now all the students, right? Kumar, Usha, Swati. So like that. Kumar, Usha, Swati. These are child records. Okay, one parent record, many child records. Okay, for one child record, only one parent will be there, and for one parent, many child will be there. Okay, let's see, and let's go to another batch. You can see data science, 0 children. So as I mentioned, right, one parent may have child records or may not have a child records, 0 child records. So this is done by Salesforce, guys. This achievement, just we have created only one field. What is that field? Okay, what is that field? A lookup related field. So we have entered a new child object. On child object you need to create so a lookup relationship field. That's it. You need to give, so related to is what? Lookup you need to give. Okay, and now let's see. I want to tell something. So you need to remember the points, guys. That's it. Simply. Now come to the point. So first, so goes to business requirement. As a business, I'm just recapping, guys. What are the points you need to remember? Let me recap it. As per the business requirement, so business wants to see all the students based on, so students should be segregated with batch wise. So that means what we need to do, we need to create a batch object. Some people can think so like this also. For this requirement, some people will, why don't we create a pick list? Why don't we create a pick list and store all these batches? Okay, so if you store like that, we can't segregate student records like this. See, so on a student, if you create a pick list like a country, if you create a pick list like a batch, okay, and we can't segregate students like this. Okay, that is the reason we are going up with that option. That is the first one. Okay, so you should not think like that. So because of the business requirements. And the second point, so what you need to do is, so you have decided, so batch is an object, already we have created the data, good. Now, so if you want to segregate means, you need to decide, so whether student is a parent object or whether batch is a parent object. So that is the next question. So what object I need to select as a parent? That is the next question. For that question, so how only one is always parent, many is always child. Remember guys, one is always parent, one is always parent, many is always child. Remember, okay, one is always parent and many is always child. So konda gurtu, so you can remember this technique. So now what is the one record? See, let's see here. So one batch can have, I mean, many students can attend one batch, right? Many students can attend one batch. Am I right or wrong? Right? So same way. Okay, one student. So now what you need to do, one is always parent, right? So let's see, this is a parent, many is always child, right? Let's say by default, so this is the design. By default, this is the design, guys. Okay, technical design, you need to think, so as per the business record. So parent to child, that's it. Now we have decided, so batch is the parent and student is a child, because one to many relationship, one parent can have many children, so that is the reason. So I have decided batch is the parent object and so student is the child object. Good. Now next, so now what is the next step? So I have decided, but I have not connected, so between these two objects I have not connected the relationship. How to connect the relationship? To connect the relationship between any two objects, the first step is you need to go to child object. So on child object, so create a lookup data type field. That's it. Okay, create a lookup data type field and relate to parent object. That's it, guys. So create a lookup data type field and relate to parent object. So that's what you need to do. Okay, on child object you need to create a lookup data type field and relate it to parent object. That's what. Okay, let's go to here. So on student object, student is go to child object. I have decided this is a child object and click on the new button, created a so lookup data type field. Okay, good. This is the lookup data type field. While creating the field, I have asked you to skip few of the things. You can skip for time being, and you can relate it to this object. That's it, and save it at the end. That's it. Okay. And now once you have done, automatically Salesforce has given the page like this. If you go to the parent, so records, so you under this one you can see all the students section also. Okay, and so these things we can update by using the page layouts. So going forward, we are going to see all these kind of things, and that field which we have created will be available so on the child object. That is a field only. So in front end, that is a field. It's powerful. In front end you are seeing it is a field, but in the back end that field only connected between two objects. Okay, so now by seeing this one, right, you can simply select this one and select, these are the parent object records. Any object record you can select it and add it. That's it, like this. Okay, that's it. Okay, So like this you can connect. And now, so this is all completed, right? This is called lookup relationship. This is called lookup relationship. So parent to child relationships I have established. Now one parent can have many children. Okay. So now let's see. So from here, so as I think, I hope everyone understand this concept. Okay, students and batches relationships and everything. Now here I have added the data, right? Now suppose I want to go to the parent record directly. How? Simply you can click on the link. Okay, you directly landed to the batch object. Directly batch object is highlighting, right? So batch record, batch tab is highlighting. Okay, and this is the batch records and these are the student records. Okay, like this simply. So go to Salesforce 7th batch, 11th batch, and all the batch details they can see, and the student details also they can see simply. So this is how the business, right? Simply they can go through this one, how many student records are there for this batch. So now business can feel happy. So by seeing this one, oh, Salesforce 11th batch. Okay, these are the students they joined for this course. Okay, and they can use so for further purpose. Okay, to increase their business, all kind of things. And if any student if they didn't get any videos or documents, so they can check here which batch they belongs to and they can get. So simply, so business can help students like this very easily, quickly. Okay, and so how many ways we can add the child records to the parent record? How many ways? One is directly you can go to the child tab and go there, and so add this one, parent record. Okay, connect it. And another way is directly you can go to the parent records. So from here also you can create a record, child record you can create it. Once you create a child record, so that will be displayed under students only. Okay, so which tab is highlighting? If I click on it, which tab is highlighting? Students only ultimately. Okay, student record only we are creating. But what is the difference you have observed? I see, if I am creating a student record from parent record, so by default it is popped up, it is added simply. That's it. That is the only difference. If you create from parent, that's the only difference. Understand it? Automatically selected. Why? Because I am creating the student record from this record on parent record only. That's why it is selected. I have not selected. That is the reason. That's the only difference, guys. Apart from that, nothing is there. Okay, that's all about the parent to child relationship by using the lookup data type. And for today topic, this is enough. And now if you have any questions, you can ask. So I stopped, I mean, a few people to ask the questions. Right now you can ask the questions. Guys, can you hear me?
సార్ హలో
Yeah,
సార్ ఇప్పుడు లుకప్ ఫీల్డ్ క్రియేట్ చేసినప్పుడు బ్యాచెస్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ నుంచి క్రియేట్ చేయకూడదా సార్? మీరు స్టూడెంట్స్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ నుంచి క్రియేట్ చేశారు కదా సార్?
exactly.
బ్యాచెస్ నుంచి చేయకూడదా సార్? అదే అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఈ రోజు మనం క్రియేట్ చేసిన బ్యాచెస్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ నుంచి లుకప్ చేయకూడదా సార్? అలా చేస్తే
బ్యాచెస్ నుంచి చేయకూడదు. నేనేం చెప్పాను? ఏ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ నుంచి మీరు రిలేషన్షిప్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తారు? చైల్డా పేరెంటా?
పేరెంట్ నుంచి.
చైల్డ్. సో బ్యాచ్ అనేది చైల్డా పేరెంటా?
బ్యాచ్ పేరెంట్ సార్.
సో నేను ఇక్కడ ఏం చెప్పాను? పేరెంట్ నుంచి కుదరదు, చైల్డ్ నుంచి మాత్రమే కుదిరిద్దనే ఇక్కడ మీనింగ్ అనమాట. చైల్డ్ నుంచి మాత్రమే క్రియేట్ చేయాలి, పేరెంట్ నుంచి క్రియేట్ చేయలేవు. ఓకే
ఓకే సార్.
అదే ఇప్పుడు పేరెంట్ నుంచి బ్యాచ్ నుంచి నువ్వు స్టూడెంట్ క్రియేట్ చేసావు అనుకో, ఏమైద్ది? ఇది మెనీ అయిద్ది, ఇది 1 అయిద్ది. అంటే ఏమైంది, స్టూడెంట్ పేరెంట్ అయితే బ్యాచ్ చైల్డ్ అయింది, అంతే జరిగింది క్రియేట్ చేస్తే. అర్థమైందా? అప్పుడు ఒక స్టూడెంట్ కింద కింద బ్యాచెస్ అన్నీ వస్తాయి, అట్లా ఉంటుంది అనమాట. ఓకే, యా, ఎనీ అదర్ క్వశ్చన్స్? అర్థమైందా? బికాస్ వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ టాపిక్. So Naveen, you can check it. If you are able to change the data type, right, existing field, you can go there to the org and check it, change the data type field. Okay. Like that kind of doubts if you have, right, so you can go and modify it, try it and understand it. Okay, good. You understand, right? Nice. If you delete child record, will the parent also gets deleted or remains the child? That I have not explained. So in next class only that I will explain. Okay, but for your question, no, child records will not get deleted. Okay. Next questions. Durga, for your answer, no, not deleted.
This conference will now be recorded.
Monday onwards. Okay, morning plus evening classes. Okay, 6:30 p.m. Okay, so morning same. Let's see this timing. We will check based on the availability. AM. Okay, evening is morning, and suppose for sometimes, right, for employees you are unable to attend the evening classes, however not a problem, you will get a recording video. So but that day go through that recording video, live recording video. Okay, that class live recording video only you will get it and check it, no problem. Okay, and 2 classes, and a new link is going to be created. Okay, so no free classes from Monday. Okay, whoever still not paid, you can pay, otherwise you will not get access to the. So even the previous classes also there, right, few of the classes we are going to block it. Okay, hide it from the public. Last 4 or 5 classes we are going to hide it. Still if you have not paid the fees, right, you can pay the fees. Okay, and references, right, you can check with the references, otherwise. So I have already given, right, so VLR online training. Okay, you can contact this person, otherwise. So enroll for this class. So from Monday onwards, I don't want to think about all these kind of things. I can directly go to the subject and everything. I can explain whatever I want. Okay, I think 65 plus, I think they joined, I think added, and the remaining few people only pending, right, you can pay.